What?
You have failed me for the last time.
No! No! Welcome to the art club. Here we are again. I have something else to teach you today, and this thing is called space. And what you might be thinking is, space? I love Star Wars. But actually, it's not that kind of space. What I'm talking about is space like the background, the middle ground, me. The space in your artwork. You can make space in your artwork. Remember how we talked about creating movement in your artwork? You can also create a sense of space when you make a piece of artwork. So let's get to it. Okay, so space. We're going to talk about space. So space is how shapes are arranged in an artwork creates space. You can do this in many different ways. So one way to create space would be to draw really big. So drawing big would be when you draw so large that there's just no more room. There's so little room left that things are going off the page. See how he is like filling up that space? It's creating a sense of an amount of space in that room. So another way to create space is to draw things with a focal point. Maybe you've seen this before. If you draw one point on the horizon, and usually people would use a ruler to do this, and you pull it down to this corner, and you pull this down here to this corner, it can look like a road that's going far, far away. See? And maybe you want to put so remember, the more area that you fill, the more of a sense of the setting that people are going to get. Things can be smaller, far away, and larger, close up. You could also create space with color. Now I'm going to draw a bunch of apples here, using this same thing where things are getting bigger as they're getting closer. But you can use colors to create a sense of space. We can use darker colors for close up and lighter colors for far away. See, the closer I'm getting, the darker I'm getting. So we'll put really dark here. That's what's fun about pastels, you can blend them really easily. See? So the apples were darker as they were closer. This space here was darker as it got closer, and this background as well was darker as it got closer. So you can create a sense of depth with color as well. Now in art, there's another type of space which is called positive and negative space. So the positive space of your drawing would be whatever the drawing is of. So if I used an apple again, this is what I drew, and so that is the positive space. But in this picture there's also something called negative space, and that is all of this that goes around the apple. Okay, and that space is really important. So if we color the apple, the shine spot, we can also color the negative space just so that we get used to the importance of the negative space in our artwork as well. When you want to do a really good design, especially in graphic design, you pay attention to not just the thing you're drawing, but to the space around, and you try to create balance and harmony with the space as well. So that is space and how you can create space in your drawings. So show me what places you can take me to with just your artwork. I would love that. I actually have some examples here of space. I have some artwork from my older son Titus that he did at school. This beautiful painting was done by Titus. He actually created a sense of space in this picture. And the way he did that is by filling the whole picture. We can actually see where the robot is standing. It was like creating an environment, the way that he filled the back and filled every part of the picture. That can be a way to create space. My niece Lauren did this one. She drew this picture here. And what she did creates a sense of space. Lauren, good job creating space in this picture. Now, Hunter recently drew a picture from the movie The Good Dinosaur. He did a great job of creating the environment and creating space around Arlo. The more space that you take up with the background, the more of a sense your audience is going to get of the place. It's the same in making movies. They create the whole background. You can't just have the actors acting. You have to also create the scene, the place, the setting. So that's what creating space is. How many have ever read this book, Good Night Moon? Maybe it's a little bit too young for some of you, but even I enjoy this book. The illustrator does a really good job of creating space in the room. Look at that. It's almost like being in the room. She filled it so much to create that bedroom space, and when we read this book, it's like we're really there. You can create an art piece and it's like you're taking people to another place, an imaginary place, a place that already exists, whatever you want. That's what's so amazing about art. That was it for space. We're going to check the art club mailbox before you go. Maybe we didn't get anything. We did. What is this? This is an apple. And the reason this apple is in the art club mailbox is because it takes up space. I've seen a lot of people paint pictures of just an apple, and it can make a beautiful piece of art. And a good snack too. Eat your fruits and veggies! That's all for today. I'll see you next week.